Hello guys, welcome back to Between the Ropes TV. Now, it was a busy week on previews, which means it's a busy week on reactions as well. Now, for everybody that out there that knows, obviously we've already done our React Pour, we've already done Daniel Dubois. Now it's Jaime Munguia's turn. Now, again, as predicted, he totally destroyed Jimmy Kelly. For me, it was a mismatch. He scored Jaime Munguia. He scored 3 knockdowns on the way to a 5th round knockout win. The positives for me are the fact that, my biggest worry about this fight, no disrespect to Jimmy Kelly, he's an able fighter, but, he's just not really of world level. We've seen him lose to Liam Smith previously. Obviously, that was a number of years ago. And then obviously he's been destroyed last night. But my worry was Golden Boy are holding Jaime Munguia back. They're not letting him kick on. They're not letting him take those big fights. And I think it's fair to say that motivation was the worry. How many of these fights does Munguia need before they become a bit of a banana skin for him? Because it is hard to stay up for these ticking over fights. We've seen him now. He's got this one out of the way. He's come through unscathed. He's moved to 40-0, which is an extensive record for a 25-year-old former world champion, and that's his 32nd stoppage. And I think now the pressure, it has to be on Golden Boy. There's all this talk this week of Oscar De La Hoya potentially selling Golden Boy. For me as a boxing fan, he needs to go and get well because some of the stuff he comes out with, obviously, he's substance abuse. It's quite well documented. So if he can sell Golden Boy, just get it done, because with Ryan Garcia as well and now Jaime Munguia, we're in danger of holding them back and losing talents. They're both young, Mexican fighters who can offer a lot to the sport of boxing. And, quite simply, their promoters just not letting them. I mean, DAZN have extended recently their deal with Golden Boy. And, I get why, because obviously in the Hispanic market, they're 2 huge names. But in terms of what Golden Boy are actually delivering, for me, it's not the best. I mean, talk is again now we'll be seeing the rearranged fight, Virgil Ortiz and Michael McKinson. And that'll be, for me, the first really good fight, and I might be a biased Brit in fairness, that Golden Boy have put on DAZN in a good long time, to be honest. I think Munguia now has to be well ranked. It has to be a world title fight next. I know... Obviously, Gennady Golovkin's tied up at super middleweight with Canelo, so we're going to have to see. He may have to wait, but, there's Liam Williams. That's a sort of a step up from where he's been. But, again, with respect to Liam Williams, possible it's not elite level, is it? A middleweight. There's Chris Eubank Jr. in Britain. Let's get Munguia out. Let's get him in with a big name. And to be fair, because of he's such a come-forward fighter, that might suit the likes of a Eubank Jr. That could be an absolute tear-up. There's also, we don't know what Demetrius Andrade is going to do. He was moving to super middleweight. Now there's talk that he's possibly not. Even, we talked about it the other day, Ryota Murata. Get him in with him. Just lost his world title, but caused Golovkin problems. Let's get Munguia building, and let's show the world what he can do, because, again, I was very impressed with him last night. But I now find myself, and I would assume a lot of fans would be the same. So let us know in the comments if I am right. But I feel like you sat in your chair watching him, you're impressed, but you also can't help but think he can be a little bit one-dimensional, and he's not in there with that world-level guy. So it's really quite hard to sort of say how good he actually is. I mean, we've seen him beat Liam Smith, which very impressive for me. But obviously that was at 154, and again a few years ago now. We need to see him kick on. It's crucial. Everybody get the pressure on Golden Boy. It needs to be all across social media, because we're going to miss out on these talents. I should say, guys, we're going live at 8:30 tomorrow night. Join us on the channel. It'll just be a general chat. We want to know what you guys think on this weekend's activities. What's gone on? What do we want to see next for these people? So join us then. If you haven't, hit the like and subscribe button. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night.